Listen up, fellow nerds. If you love everything from comics, movies, gaming, wrestling, TV, collectibles, and more, you're in the right place. Welcome to ODR Talk. When you're ready to talk, 25 ODR.
Alright guys, now it's my turn. Show you what Priest has in his bag, but first I just want to show y'all this bag right here. It's expandable size. It's bigger than me. It's expanded size. Let me see if I can try that. Expanded size. You pop these tabs, stretches out. Cooler in the center, removable cooler pocket. Right now all I got is my drink, and a couple of other recording things. But you can remove the inner layer, dump it out, or have more disk space. Might be an ODR Talk bag coming your way for disc golfers and everyday use. But we'll get back to that later. Now it's back to disc. Alright, so when I started playing, there's a couple of discs I got right off the bat, and I'll show you those first. A T-Bird. When I was first starting for a fairway driver, I loved them. I mean, they're good for beginners. They got a nice little fade at the end. I mainly use them for forehand shots now, but back when I was using them all the time, I was doing pretty good. I was not able to judge how I was doing my disc except just see where I was landing each time, but now thanks to UDisc, the app, which I suggest everyone download. I'm not being sponsored by them or anything, I just believe in it. You can see your disc distance, scorecard, you can just track what's in your bag, everything. I mean, it's just a wonderful app. So my two disc Champion T-Birds, one regular and then that one there. Alright, so those are my first drivers. So to go with those, I bought two putters. And I liked using them for a while. Now, the reason I have pink and blue is because I bought a whole set of discs for me and my wife. My wife doesn't really play that much as I do, but I keep them in there for if I got to take out, like the first time I took Chambers out, or the first time I took Darklash, which is Will, out. Multiple people. I have multiple sets of drivers, putters, mid-ranges in my bag. So if I take people out, they don't have to worry about buying discs to keep up. I've got the disc to supply. So the Star Aviators were a good putter. They're still a good putter for the ones that I let borrow them.
AVR.
And that's a
AVR.
AVR. No. Star AVR.
Yeah.
My bad. Alright, we're gonna do this in pieces here, I'm sorry. Okay, so the next two drivers I bought, again, just like a noob, I bought based on the name. So I got me a Newt Z. I like it, but I don't have the arm for it right now, the speed. I can make it fly a little bit, but it's doing the wobbly thing. It just got enough ass behind it. So I still throw it occasionally, but again, I swapped this out to mainly be played when I have other people playing with me that don't have discs. Now, one I got for a beginner that I didn't realize was for beginners when I got it, I have a Secret Weapon ABC First Run. I picked this up a few years ago when there was a disc golf store in town and they had one. So, and this is about the only one I've seen of the First Run. So I keep it in there kind of for nostalgia reasons, but I will throw it every now and then. Alright, so let's bounce back to mid-range. So the first real mid-range I bought was the KC Pro Rock, and I bought two of them. One so someone could have one to play with, and if I lose one, if you caught me throwing in the last video, I need to have two of everything. So it's in the KC Pro Plastic. I like it. Great grip. They're 180 grain weights. I know I didn't talk about the weights in these, but this is about the one. When I finally got into these, I was really paying attention to the weight. I kind of like heavier discs, but I've learned that with my arm, it's better to go light. But that's it. I have two KC Rock Pros for my mid-range. Alright, so going off of that, I then picked up two Valkyries and DX, and I absolutely love throwing the Valkyrie. For my arm speed, the way I release, they just go. They go straight. They have a little bit of fade at the end, not a lot of turn. And when I was judging my distance, this is the furthest disc I threw until, and I'll get to that disc in a minute, but can't say enough about the Valkyrie. So now we'll jump back. I then picked me up this putter when I got the Valkyrie, the Colt G-Star. And when I felt the G-Star being as flexible it is, the new plastic, able to absorb the ground, this thing will hug. It absorbs the pre-impact, and if you can tell by us wood chipping in the last video, it needs to happen. But love the Colt. Again, because of what I run now, most of these have now become, if people want to play with me, or I want to throw a disc that I'm okay banging up because I don't normally use it, stuff like that. But I keep all this. Like I said, I keep mini discs. I try not to. Alright, so then the next two drivers I bought, because I wanted to experiment with dynamic discs. As you can tell, I'm a lot of Innova, but I do like to have different companies in there just to try them out, see what I like. I picked up the Escape in Prime because this came in the Prime starter kit for dynamic discs. I picked up the starter kit. The Escape, I like it, and I will probably get better at it. But the way I throw it now, it gives me a lot of fade to the left. I don't throw it forehand because I'm trying to learn it backhand. But I'll throw it out. It'll go about as far as my Valkyrie, but with a little bit more fade. So I'm still learning with this one. I don't throw it as often, but that's just because I'm not sure of myself when playing a main game. Then I picked up the Sheriff. I wanted to get something from Dynamic Disc a little faster with it. I do throw this pretty well, not as far as some others that you'll see here next. And really, because of ODR Talk, y'all in the field that knows about it, I do work for the Sheriff's Department, so yeah, had to have a Sheriff disc.
ODR Talk. When you're ready to talk 25 ODR. We'll be right back. Back to the show. ODR Talk. When you're ready to talk 25 ODR.
Alright guys, sorry about that, but the GoPro is just it's not a good day. I did, when I got back from the range today, I got two new batteries for the GoPro and a charging gate coming. I think it's just the battery being old. It's not holding the charge, but this is continuing. So here we are. So you saw the Sheriff. So from there, within that Dynamic Disc Prime set, I got the Judge and the Truth. And for a mid-range, I'm starting to love to throw the Truth more than I do my Rock. The Rock, I do like it on different shots, but mainly I've turned everything to the Truth. It's flatter, it holds more of a straight line for me, and it's just a wonderful mid-range to get me out of trouble, which I stay in a lot. So I then also got the Judge, and after throwing the different putters I have, I am loving this Judge. If you could tell by some of my putts, I was getting close. I may not have been sinking them, but I'm getting a lot closer than I ever have with nothing else but the Judge. So because of the Judge and the Truth, I'm all about having doubles. So I then picked up a brand new Prime Truth. Has never been thrown. Picked it up today before we went to play. This is a backup because the other Truth was getting worn. If you can tell by the little nicks and everything. And that's my thing about the nicks and everything. Don't be ashamed that you got nicks. That just means you're playing. So I picked me up a brand new Truth to be a backup to this one. And then I found this. Look at that. It's a classic soft Judge, and this is now my main putter. I'm starting to like the softer plastics than the more rigid. I get a better grip on it. They feel better in the hand. They just respond better for me and my arm. So because of that, and because you know I like the Valkyrie, I picked up the Valkyrie and G-Star. More bend to it. It feels great in my hand. More responsive. And I'm loving throwing the G-Stars more than the DX. But again, I'm starting to move on to the Classic Soft and from Dynamic Discs and the G-Star from Innova. Those are now my bread and butter. And then after seeing Chambers Katana and the weights, that the heavier weights aren't really working for me. I like having a heavier disc in my hand. It feels better. But I went with a little something lighter, a 143 Blizzard Champion Beast. And I wasn't sure how I was going to like it. I mean, I like the grip of it. I didn't know how it was going to respond for me with my arm. I didn't know if I was just going to whip it into the cosmos. But I got my longest drive today recorded of 225 feet with this. And I don't really have the best form. I don't have a big run up. I'm just standalone throw, and I managed to get 225. So if you are new to the sport, you don't have an arm yet, go with a lighter disc. Get it in a little bit better plastic, and you will be able to keep up with most of your average players. Don't be discouraged when you go out there and you see the guy just grip it and all of a sudden he's going to make the basket in one, or two. But those are the discs in my bag, and those are what will stay in my bag for now. Like I said, I showed you the bag. We have a smaller bag we're thinking about prototyping, maybe even get out there, that will just hold 7 discs, so you can just grab and go. I like to carry drinks, other discs for other people, a first aid kit. I like to be the support. So if guys come out and want to play with you or with us, hey, we want to join the ODR on a filming, I've got the discs. I got your back. But I'm Priest. This is what's in my bag. And I would like to see what's in your bag. Post videos. Put a list down. What you got. What you throw. What weights you like. Send me a picture of your bag. Send me a picture of your discs. But just let us know at ODR Talk and join our new disc golf group, ODR Tee Off. And that way you know when we're going to go play. You can meet up with us, be in some of the films if you want to, or just talk trash to us while we're throwing. But like always, guys, I'm out.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of ODR Talk. Want to nerd out more? Go to facebook.com/ODR-Talk, on Twitter @ODR_Talk, through YouTube at ODR Talk, Slingshots Unlimited, Honey Badger 951, and Darklash 20. If you enjoyed today's episode, please rate and review, and we'll catch you next time on ODR Talk.